So I was about to read, oh God, I sort of forgot about these ones.
Yeah, that was just like, don't read the like.
I might just scrap that part.
Hey, book lovers, we are Ellen and Sarah, and this is Besties and Books, where we drink wine, share laughs, talk fantasy, and plenty of other genres, and all the stories that steal our hearts.
For today's episode, we are back to our TBR jars. A new month means new books, and I think I'm ready for something new. We'll give ourselves a month to finish these books, and then we'll reconvene to debrief. So, if you've been with us before, you know we have a fantasy and fantasy romance jar and a random genre jar, but this month is going to look a little bit different. There are certain series that we want to continue. The first one is Boys of Tommen by Chloe Walsh. By the time we're releasing this video, we would have already read Binding 13 and Keeping 13, which is book 1 and 2 that follows Johnny and Shannon. So we really want to read book 3 this month. So we are definitely adding that to our TBR. And in fact, can you look up the name of the book? Because I feel like we need to know a little bit, but we don't want to spoil ourselves. So maybe not too much of the synopsis.
Do you want to have a guess who it's going to be on?
I think you mentioned it might be Joey, but I don't know who the female character will be.
So book 3 is called Saving Six, and it gets 4.46 on Goodreads, and it is obviously, yes, you're right, Joey, and about his girlfriend who we know from book 1 and 2, and I do not know how to pronounce her name.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to say. Is it Aoife?
It's Aoife. I'm not sure.
If you know the pronunciation, I'm sorry that we're butchering
but it looks like from a quick glance here that it might start off. So Joey in books 1 and 2, he's almost 18. It looks like this might start off when he's much younger, like a 12 or 13.
Oh, so it goes back in time.
Yeah, and I don't know, but I'm assuming it'll sort of span up or even maybe past books 1 and 2. I don't know, we'll find out.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Well, super excited for that one. And we will also be vlogging our experience, full spoilers. So if you want to follow on with that, watch out for those weekly vlogs that will be popping up.
They have been so fun to do. Way more fun than I thought.
I thought it would be such a hassle getting everything set up and trying to think of what to say and whatever, but the live reactions are just the best.
Agreed.
Another book we have to add to our TBR for this month is Quicksilver by Callie Hart, a reread. So we've already read this book. It was fantastic. I think from memory I gave it 4 stars, but I have no idea why it should have been 5. Like, I really, really, really enjoyed this book. I think I read it right off ACOTAR, so I think I was comparing the two, and I shouldn't have, because ACOTAR is like God tier to me, whereas Quicksilver was like absolutely fantastic. But the reason why we want to do a reread is because Brimstone book 2 is coming out in November. Yay! So we really just want to get back into that world of Quicksilver, refresh our memories about everything that happened, and then be ready for book 2.
It's going to be good.
And the last thing I will mention is, I know I mentioned it last month, or we mentioned it last month, that we were going to try and get to Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, and that's book 2, and also book 3 in the Legacy series by Melissa K. Rorick. I don't know, guys. We're going to try. Okay, we're going to try. I don't like our chances, but we will try and get to at least one of those this month. If not, it might drag out into the next month, because Binding 13, let's be honest, Boys of Tommen, has taken us completely by surprise and taken over our TBR. So we'll do our best.
It has.
All right, with all of that out of the way, let's pick our books from the fantasy and fantasy romance jar. I don't know if I want the ones that I've previously wanted now, because we have so many good books to read this month that I'm just panicked about.
Do you know, if we don't like any of them, we just ditch them all and we can just do the Chloe Walsh series. All the books.
DNFing. Yeah. All right. Are you ready for book 1?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Okay.
But we'll go with it. So, Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. So it's a
Okay.
duology. Only book 1 is out. The only thing I know about this is that I believe it was originally indie published, and a booktuber, Abby Rosem, reviewed this book on a whim, and it had an epic cliffhanger ending that no one could guess, has taken everyone by surprise, and it's blown up this book
Oh,
totally
okay.
all over Book Talk. So, and I believe it's enemies to lovers as well. But that's everything that I know about it.
The tags or the genres on Goodreads: fantasy, romantasy, fantasy romance, enemies to lovers, magic. And it gets 4.26. The synopsis: Bryn has spent the better part of her life waiting for the chance to attend the annual market hosted by the Kenta, a rite of passage for all young guards. She's not sure what to expect, but breaking a century-long peace treaty certainly is not on her map. Neither is the encounter with an enemy soldier. Returning home from Alaya, she's confronted with the aftermath of the day's events. The future is uncertain as the threat of hunger looms over the people. With rumors of a growing rebellion, Bryn and her closest friends promise to stick together. But the dark, knowing eyes of a stranger make her question everything.
Oh, okay. It just sounds
Doesn't
like another... No, that's why I'm sort of like, and the problem is I was really excited when I first wrote this down. I was like, this sounds fantastic, as in I love a cliffhanger plot twist ending. But unfortunately, I am sorry, but this vlogger has recommended a few books that have just been an absolute fail for me. So I'm just not sure. So let's hold on to it for now, but I don't know. We might choose to pass that one. Let's see.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
What's next?
Oh, interesting. Okay. We haven't had an epic fantasy in a while. We've been reading a lot of romantasies lately. So this is The Green Bone Saga by Fonda Lee. So I think book 1 is called Jade City from memory.
Okay, let's have a look.
I know absolutely nothing about it other than everyone in the epic fantasy world loves this trilogy.
Oh, yeah. Jade City is definitely book 1. Gets 4.07. It actually is tagged as fantasy and science fiction, so we might be sort of moving away from the traditional fantasy. It is a gripping Godfather-esque saga of intergenerational blood feuds, vicious politics, magic, and kung fu.
Okay.
Oh, we might like it. It looks like it's sort of like mafia syndicates. It says the Core family is one of 2 crime syndicates that control the island of Kekon. It's the only place in the world that produces rare magical jade, which grants those with the right training and heritage superhuman abilities. When the simmering tensions between the Calls and their greatest rivals erupts into violence on the streets, the outcome of this clan war will determine the fate of all Greenbones and the future of Kekon itself.
Okay, so interesting. It's kind of giving sort of Kaigan vibes with the blood feuds and the kung fu entwined in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I reckon we do one more draw because we get to do a pass each month.
All right. Yeah.
So I reckon we can. Yeah. I reckon we do another draw and then we can decide which one out of the 3. I'm being a bit of a cheater.
No, you're playing by the rules.
We set the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. We set the rules. Yes! Oh! We're definitely reading this one. We are definitely reading this one.
Wait, let me guess.
Is
it the one by Rachel someone or other?
No, actually it's not.
Okay,
but that is also very high on my TBR. Diebound by Sable Sorensen.
Oh, yeah. We don't even need to look this one up, do we? There's something about bonding with a wolf instead of a dragon.
Yes. So I do want to go into this one relatively blind. So try and, I guess, when you're looking at the synopsis.
I'll just read you the first line. It says, only the worthy survive the bonding trials. She will risk her life and her heart to be one of them. So we know that there's trials that they bond with wolves, right?
Yeah, direwolf, I think.
Instead of dragons, like Fourth Wing. Cool. And then down the bottom it says Fourth Wing meets the Hunger Games in dark, action-packed fantasy series, perfect for romantasy fans of A Court of Thorns and Roses, Serpent and the Wings of Night, When the Moon Hatched, and Quicksilver. Which
that's a big call.
3 of those we loved. Serpent and the Wings of Night. Remember, we liked book 1, sort of, and then book 2 just went, oh.
I imagine the comparison with that is to do with the trials. Like if this is bonding trials, I remember Serpent and the Wings of Night had trials, so maybe it's a similar premise in that sense. I don't know.
All right, so we are picking Diebound.
I think so.
Okay,
and I reckon the Green Bone Saga
Okay.
All right, so we've got the Greenbone Saga. Book 1 is Jade City by Fonda Lee, and we're going with Diebound by Sable Sorensen. And our other fantasy pick, which we already pre-selected, was Quicksilver.
Yes. Yeah. So now we are going to select one from our random genre jar. So we are continuing, as Ellen said, with book 3 from the Boys of Tommen series, and we will select one other, or maybe 2 if we don't like the one we select, right?
Yes, we still get to pass.
Okay.
Please don't be a biography. I'm not in the mood.
We have mystery.
Okay, all right.
So we have 2 options. Well, I guess technically we have 2 options here, so we probably don't get to redraw because we have 2 mystery options. Our first option...
No. It's a draw on the genre, not on the book.
Is it?
So we definitely get to pass.
All right, first
okay, what do we got?
Is In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. And our second option in mystery is The Naturals series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes.
Okay. I don't know anything about the first one you mentioned. I think the second one is quite young from what I've heard. So it's basically like a classic for this genre, but it can read quite young.
Do you want me to look up a review at all or not?
Yeah, look up what they're about and review. Might as well, especially if we're deciding whether we go with this one or pass.
Oh, In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife only gets 3.8. So
no, I'm out.
This is 6 friends, 1 college reunion, 1 unsolved murder is the very, very quick line. Told in racing dual timelines with a dark campus setting and a darker look at friendship, love, obsession and ambition. This book is addictive, propulsive read you will not be able to put down, apparently. The Natural series. So book 1, it looks like there are 4 books. Book 1 is called also The Naturals. It gets 4.22 on Goodreads. So it says 17-year-old Cassie is a natural at reading people. Piecing together the tiniest details, she can tell you who you are and what you want. But it's not a skill that she's ever taken seriously until the FBI come knocking. They have begun a classified program that uses exceptional teenagers to crack infamous cold cases, and they need her.
That kind of sounds very similar to Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but instead of the police asking for help, she takes that investigation role.
Do you know what? It could just be an easy, light-hearted read that's quite entertaining. It gets better reviews than the other one. So this has got my vote, unless you want to redraw and see what we get.
Let's redraw, see what we get, and then we can decide between the 2, I reckon. Why not use our rules to our advantage? Makes it more fun too.
This one is dystopian fiction, and the book is Legend by Mary Lou.
I can't remember that one.
Neither. Let's look it up.
We also might need something easy with the rest of the reads that we've
got. Which I feel like that Naturals one might be. Like if it's teenagers heading to the FBI, it's going to be pretty lighthearted, right? Yeah. Okay, Legend by Marie Lu gets 4.15. The genres are science fiction, romance, young adult, adventure. It's been nominated for a few awards actually. What was once the Western United States is now home to the Republic, a nation perpetually at war with its neighbors. Born into an elite family, 15-year-old June is a prodigy being groomed for success in the Republic's highest military circles. It just goes on and on.
You already look bored reading the synopsis.
I just thought, what can I cut out? Blah, blah, blah. Different worlds collide. Yeah, let's leave that for now. Okay. Done. Naturals.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do a quick summary. So we have Quicksilver reread by Kelly Hart. We have book 3 in the Boys of Tommen series, 76 by Chloe Walsh. We have Diebound by Sable Sorensen. Super excited for that one. We have The Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee. Book 1 is Jade City. And then our random genre pick was book 1 of the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes.
Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Give us a big thumbs up. Tell us which books you are reading because we are always on the lookout for new book recommendations. Until next time, bye.